Hey guys, Josh here from Liverseed. I got a little story to tell you guys about a day in the life of the branded world and how everything around you is designed to sell. So, just for some context, from the moment we wake up to the moment that we fall asleep, we exist in a world not designed for function but for persuasion. Every street we walk down, every object we interact with, and even our digital spaces are saturated with brands, marketing, and corporate influences. We don't even notice anymore. It's just normal. But the normalization has profound effects on how we think, what we value, and how we interact with the world. So, a day in the life of the branded world, a short story. You wake up to the sound of your iPhone alarm. The screen flashes with a notification from Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Even before getting out of bed, you're being influenced. You stretch, you yawn, and you grab your Starbucks travel mug because you saw an influencer raving about their new limited edition flavour. You check your emails and see an ad from Nike offering exclusive access to the new Skechers drop. On your way to work, you drive past billboards, McDonald's tells you, I'm loving it, Coca Cola invites you to open happiness, and a massive poster of a celebrity wearing Gucci reminds you that you're not stylish enough. At lunch, you step into a Tesco Express, greeted by rows of branded packaging Doritos, Heinz, Pepsi, Nestle. You don't even think, your hand just automatically reaches and grabs whatever's familiar to you. Scrolling through Instagram, you see an influencer promoting a protein shake. She doesn't even drink it, but she's been paid to convince you that she should. By the end of the day, you're exhausted. You order Domino's pizza, settle into your couch and watch Netflix, another platform filled with product placements and algorithm-driven recommendations. It's been just another day. But in reality, you've been bombarded with thousands of subtle nudges, brand reinforcements, and subconscious manipulations. So, growing up in the brand world, imagine a child born today. By the age of 3, they recognize hundreds of brand logos: McDonald's, Disney, Lego, Coca Cola. By the time they reach teenage years, they're deeply influenced by branding. McDonald's is more than just food, it's a social experience and childhood nostalgia. Nike isn't just sneakers, it's a symbol of being athletic, trendy, and successful. Disney isn't just entertainment, it's magic, it's happiness, and it's dreams. By adulthood, most people don't think of purchases in terms of functionality anymore. Instead, it's I need a reliable car, they say. I want a BMW. Instead of looking for nutritious sausages, they just say, I want to buy Richmond sausages. This isn't an accident, it's by design. Brands aren't just names, they are mental shortcuts that shape our behavior. And they do this at a subconscious level. There's color psychology. Fast food brands use red and yellow because they stimulate hunger and excitement. Luxury brands use black and gold to create a sense of prestige. Blue is associated with trust, which is why most banks and tech companies use it. Think Facebook, PayPal, and Twitter. The mere exposure effect. So the more you see a brand, the more familiar and trustworthy it is, and it feels. This is why Coke, and Pepsi battle for advertisement supremacy. Not because they have the best soda, but because the more you see their logo, the more you feel like you're likely to buy them. There's status and identity, where people wear brands like Nike, Gucci, or Rolex, not just because they like the product, but because it signals something about their identity to other people in society. So, an interesting fact: a blind taste test conducted by Baylor University, which found that people were given Coke and Pepsi in unmarked cups, most preferred Pepsi. But when they saw the Coca Cola label, their brain activity changed and they suddenly believed that Coca Cola tasted better. This proves that branding can literally change how we perceive reality. So look around you. Nearly everything you interact with has been monetized and branded. The streets we walk on, governments maintain roads and sidewalks using tax revenue, but everything surrounding them is privately owned. Billboards, store signs, posters, and even public benches are branded. Every bus, taxi, or train is covered with advertisements, turning public spaces into corporate real estate. Packaging and shopping, in the past, people carried goods in natural containers, wooden baskets, clothing bags, or glass jars. Today, every grocery bag is free advertisement for a company. Now you have to pay for it because of plastic. So when you walk through the shopping mall, you see thousands of walking billboards. You're wearing Nike, Adidas, Prada, and H&M. Even on transportation, you're not just driving a car, you're driving a Tesla, a Ford, or a BMW. Every gas station, mechanic, and dealership is an extension of a corporate marketing strategy. It has become impossible to escape branding. Even food and clothing, our most basic human needs, have been turned into status symbols. So the digital world, the ultimate advertising space. If the physical world is saturated with branding, the digital world is even worse. Social media as a marketplace, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook have transformed into corporate battlefields where influencers act as unpaid brand ambassadors. Google search results are not neutral. When you Google something, you aren't getting the best answer. You're getting the answer that paid the most to be seen. Your data is being sold. Even if you aren't buying something, you are the product. Facebook and Google track your habits, build psychological profiles, and sell your data to advertisers who then customize ads to manipulate you further. There's an interesting stat: the average person sees between 6,000 and 10,000 advertisements a day, every single day. And that number keeps on rising. The more we use technology, the more we engage with social media and so forth. So how fiat currency and low interest rates also create corporate dominance. So why do massive corporations dominate while small businesses struggle? The answer lies in the financial system itself. Governments print money out of thin air, which causes inflation. Who benefits? Well, large corporations do, because they can borrow huge amounts of money at low interest rates. So who suffers? Small businesses and workers, because their savings lose value and they can't compete. This is why McDonald's, Walmart, and Amazon can borrow billions to expand aggressively. Small family businesses don't have access to cheap credit, so they can't compete. Local businesses die, and cities become homogenized clones, and everywhere just looks the same. So, my final thoughts. Can we escape this? How do we solve this problem? If we can solve this problem at all. I think it's about breaking free, and that's extremely difficult. The modern world is built around corporate influence, and opting out would require producing your own food and goods, avoiding mainstream media and advertisement, rejecting digital convenience like Google, Amazon, and Facebook. However, awareness is the first step. Recognizing these patterns allow us to make more conscious decisions, support small businesses and communities, reduce unnecessary consumption. So the final question is are you truly making your own choices, or have brands already decided this for you? Like and subscribe if you like this. There's more to come.